Hi, I'm Paige, energy medicine practitioner and channel. I wanted to make this quick video for you today. I'm actually here on my vacation in Santa Fe, New Mexico, but there's something that's been going on that I wanted to share because it's a continuation of a series of videos that I've been making on trends that I'm seeing in the energy and how that's showing up in my clients. So over the last 10 days, I've been noticing another one of these trends. And it seems to me that it's tied to a lot of that tumultuous, churned up energy that we experienced in June. If you remember back, and I've talked quite a bit about this in my classes, we had the eclipses in May, and then in June, we just had this energy that felt like things were coming at us from all sides. There was a lot of pressure. There was a sense of things being churned up, turned upside down, and that the ground was shifting underneath us. And of course, that's continued. I mean, we've got these big political changes happening. There's just a sense of needing to find our footing and our stability again in this quickly shifting and changing landscape. What's been really fascinating is that we had that really tumultuous time in June, and then in July, the energy really started to smooth out. So it felt like there was still this very strong undercurrent going on, but on top, things are smoother. Relationships feel easier. People had a difficult time with relationships in June. A lot of intense stuff was coming up. That seems to have smoothed out. Life just seems to be moving more easily, but what is coming up, which I find so fascinating, is this big shift. So since the beginning of July, I'm going to say, in my client sessions, I've had consistently the same kinds of things coming up. It starts a little bit slowly, and it's always the same in all of these trends. You know, I get a few people at first having these sessions, and then, you know, after a few days, it seems like everybody is having the same kind of session. And what this session is it's a release of big patterns. So these can be the kinds of things that you might be aware of. They might be big behavioral patterns in your life, or emotional patterns, might also have a physical component. But you also might not be aware of them. They're so deep and it's so much a part of us that we often just would describe ourselves as, this is how I am, this is how I've always been. So it's really kind of fascinating. The way that these are coming up in the sessions is, it's almost like a shedding of a layer. That's what I've been calling it, actually. It's a shedding of a layer, and this layer sort of rises up in the session, and it asks to be released, and it starts to show me, you know, where it's hooking in all of these different places. One of the places that's been really prominent is the heart. And I think this is so important because we are moving into a period that's much more heart-centered. The emphasis in all of the channelings that I've had over the last couple of years is really a focus on the heart, being connected to our hearts, living from the heart, acting from the heart, making sure your heart is guiding all of your actions, your motivations. And in these last few days, in these sessions, the heart has been prominent, and that can be the heart chakra, the heart meridian, circumflex meridian, and also liver meridian, gallbladder meridian. That's where we hold on to old anger, often related to pain. So the heart has a strong connection to that. If you have pain and hurts, grudges from the past, regrets, resentments, those can hold in liver or in gallbladder, and those are definitely coming up as well. So something you might notice on a physical level, if this is coming up for you, and I'm going to mention these things because they have been coming up in sessions, are issues with the heart like palpitations, various arrhythmias, AFib, blood pressure. Those things have all been coming up in these patterns that are coming up. So it's really fascinating, and I just wanted to share that with you because I'd like to keep you abreast, and you all have all been sharing with me what you've been experiencing. So I think it's really helpful to be able to bring it all together like this. So think about this for yourselves in your own lives. If you're noticing that you might be feeling a little different about things, these can be happening, very subtly. You may suddenly, or not suddenly, but you may subtly be feeling like there's just a nice change. It may feel like you're having to deal with some difficult emotions, some difficult, deep emotions, not in such a challenging, tumultuous, tense kind of way, but maybe they feel very prominent. I would say that's a call for you to release. I would say you're getting that same push. It's an opportunity. So you want to do things like EFT tapping. You know, if you aren't doing energy sessions, obviously energy sessions will help tremendously because you can get into those patterns and release them. But if you aren't, you can do things like EFT tapping and use the emotion code. You'll get a lot done with those as well. So thank you. That's all I have for now. Enjoy your next week. Again, there's no class this week because I'm on vacation, but I'll see you all again at the beginning of August for our weekly energy balancing class on YouTube and on the Insight Timer. All right, everyone. Until next time.